Good morning investors, you are on KleverStock with me Shobna serving you the latest morning table updates. Kicking off with the opening best updates on our local market, the FBM-KCI opened the week of slightly positive note, rising 2.1 points or 0.13% to 1627.77 after opening at 1627.47 amid cautious sentiments and selective buying in blue chip stocks. Malaysian Pacific Industry led the gainers, surging 88 cents to 31 ringgit 58 cents, followed by Ajinomoto which added 16 cents to 13 ringgit 86 cents, United Plantations with 14 cents to 26 ringgit 44 cents, and Carlsberg rising 12 cents to 17 ringgit 26 cents. On the other hand, Manulife fell 11 cents to 2 ringgit 22 cents. Heineken slipped 8 cents to 22 ringgit 32 cents. VSTECS lost 8 cents to 4 ringgit 18 cents, and Frontgate declined 6 cents to 4 ringgit 39 cents. Rakon Trade noted as investors grow wary of high valuations in the US, Asia with the competitive active valuations may draw a rotation of fund back to the regions. Consecutive of the FBM-KCI is expected to trade within 1630 to 1640 range. Berjaya Research highlighted that sentiment is likely to remain cautious as investors assess global market volatility and uncertainty surrounding the impact of US government's extended shutdown. Market attention is expected to turn towards an upcoming wave of corporate earnings release, which could provide fresh insights of earning momentum. From a technical point, the FBM-KCI has formed a gap down, reversing much of last week's gains with immediate support with 1622 points and further support at 1615 points if that level fails. Resistance levels as seen at 1638 and 1650 points. Overall, traders are expected to remain selective, focusing on sector poised a strong earning revisions. Moving on to local currency updates. The ringgit opened the week stronger against US dollar, reversing last Friday's losses as revenue demand for the local currency gained traction of following Malaysia's latest GDP report. At 8 a.m. today, the ringgit stood at 4.1230 or 4.1390 compared with 4.1290 or 4.1345 last Friday, extending its climb to more than a year high, a level last seen on September 30, 2024, when the currency closed at 4.1210. Bank Muhammad Malaysia Chief Economist Dr. Muhammad Fizan Abdul Rashid said Malaysia's third quarter GDP growth of 5.2%, which was in line with consensus of expectations, underscores steady economic momentum and continue to provide medium-term support for the ringgit. However, he cautious that the currency could see some corrections as it is currently in overbought territory, adding that uncertainties over possibility of US rate cut in December, with some Federal Reserve members preferring of hold rate steady, is likely to keep the ringgit hovering around of 4 ringgit 13 cents to 4 ringgit 40 range of today. The ringgit also traded higher against the major currency this morning, strengthening to 2.667 or 2.6772 against the yen from 2.6690 or 2.6728. Climbing to 4.7880 or 4.8066 against the euro from 4.789 or 4.8047, and firming to 5.4242 or 5.4443 versus the British pound compared with 5.4313 or 5.4385 previously. Against regional currency, the ringgit was mostly stronger, except versus the Singapore dollar, easing slightly to 3.1735 or 3.1861. It advanced against the Thai baht to 12.6940 or 12.7523, improved to 246.7 or 247.8 against the Indonesian rupiah, and strengthened to 6.98 or 7.01 against the Philippine peso. Continuing with the national economy updates, transport analysts maintain that Johor Bahru and Iskandar Putri's low density and disparate urban corridors make bus rapid transit a far more suitable option than light rail transit, especially when the cost is taken into account. BRT infrastructures is estimated at about 50 million ringgit per kilometre, which rail projects in the Klang Valley have ranged between 489 million ringgit and 577 million ringgit per kilometre. Although the federal and state governments have approved the BRT project around 2 years ago, work has yet to begin, and there is increasing talk that the original plan has been revised in the favour of evaluate ornaments of rapid transit system. Tourism and Transport Consultant Y.S. Chan said BRT and LRT are fundamentally different systems, and that BRT is right to fit the southern Johor because it can be implemented almost immediately without need of track constructions. This is said keep costs significantly lower and allows the road to be changed or expand as demand evolves. While LRT offer higher passenger of capacity during peak hours, Chan noted that train will likely run largely empty road off-peak period, where BRT fleet can be increased or reduced quickly to match fluctuation in ridership. Transport Activities Sharim Tarmin emphasized that more than a decade of studies by the Iskandar Region Development Authority shows BRT to be the most practical and cost-efficient public transport solution for Greater Johor Bahru based on demand levels and land use patterns and construction feasibility. Sharim noted that globally 187 cities has adopted BRT system in different formats. Cost remains the crucial factor in Johor decision making, as BRT infrastructures could still be up to half of cost of LRT, even when the land acquisition is taken into account. Construction timelines also differ sharply, with BRT system typically delivered within 24 to 36 months, whereas the LRT feasible study alone may take at least 14 months. Moving on to corporate news updates. Power tech company Berhad is sharpening its growth strategy by concentrating on operation efficiency of market expansions and long-term cooperatives. Managing Director Evan Nang King Chai said the company is investing in automations, opening new showrooms for its products, and setting up additional sales office to strengthen its presence across Malaysia and Singapore. He noted that Power Technique's long-standing relationship with the suppliers and customers, together with solid track record, give the company a clear market of advantage. With more than 23 years of experience in the lifting system industry, Power Technique provides full-service solutions covering engineering designs, fabrications, assemblies, installations, commissioning and maintenance and repair. Its offerings span crane and hose system, evaluate platform of system and evaluators, all supplied under its Power Technique brand to industry, commercial and residential clients. For 2024, the company reported 40 million ringgit in revenue and a 6.28 million ringgit net profit. As of mid-September of 2025, its unbilled order book stood at 38.97 million ringgit, consisting of confirmed lifting system orders and contract maintenance systems. NAS Power Technique plans to sustain long-term growth by leveraging of established strengths and competitive positions. He highlighted initiatives such as the new Industry Master Plan 2030, which provides support for the machinery and equipment sectors, as the key factors will help accelerate momentum for the company's expansions. And finally, wrapping up, we have major corporate developments and these across Malaysia. At first, we have ARK, a wholly owned subsidiary of ARK Resource Berhad, has entered into a joint venture with the premium frame development Sdn Berhad to develop a 500-unit residential project on 9,472.8 square feet of land in Barat Daya Mukim Stand, Pulau Pinang, with a gross development value of about 275 million ringgit and estimate of development cost of 226 million ringgit. Next, we have Perak Corporate has entered into a collaboration agreement with Megacon Technology Sdn Bhd MTSB, a jointly pursuit of secure a concession award for development and implementation of smart water meter initiative in Perak. Tan Chong Motor Holding Berhad said subsidy plan of Tan Chong Motor Expedition Sdn Bhd TMCA has entered into a letter of intention of product sales Sdn Bhd regards of service provided for the product battery electric vehicle product. Next, we have iMobility acquiring Harap BCM and Agri Motor Service for combined of 82.53 million ringgit via share insurance of a part of strategy to strengthen its mass transit operations. At last, we have Krison of selling of 40.10 acre industrial land parcel in Kota Tinggi, Johor to Pioneer Real Estate Development for 200.88 million ringgit, and also have granted a buyer as options to purchase a joint acre plot value of 249.07 million ringgit. That's a wrap for Morning Bell updates with me, Shomna on KleverStock. Thank you for choosing us investors. Stay tuned for next live coming soon.